What's going on, guys? It's me, Phil, back again with Cap Swag for another product review video. In this episode, we got some interesting New Era side patch fitted caps. This is called the Crystal Icons collection from New Era. Let's get into it. Alright, so we've been getting a lot of side patch fitteds in from New Era. They're all kind of different. The main thing is they feature patches normally on one side or sometimes even all over the hat. So this is one of those collections. New Era is calling it the Crystal Icons collection because the patches on these hats actually feature like embedded rhinestone crystals that kind of give it a little bit of shine and sparkle when the light hits them just right. So we got them in 8 different teams and I'm going to take you through all of them right now. Let's get into it. Alright, so up first, New York Yankees. So pretty standard as far as the hat itself goes, right? This is a classic navy blue 5950 hat from New Era. Embroidered on the front there, as always, in a classic Yankees hat, we have the Yankees logo in that white 3D. Right next to it, you'll see one of the first crystal patches there. It's basically an apple. As we know, New York is also referred to as the Big Apple. So this is kind of a nod to that, right? We got red crystals and green crystals, so 2 different colored crystals. And when it kind of moves in the light, it gives it a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of shine. Pretty interesting. We make our way over to the left, nothing too crazy there. New Era flag logo embroidered in white. On the back, as you'd expect, on all MLB World Series fitted patches, right? Fitted patch hats, you have the MLB logo there, the Batterman. On the wearer's right, this one's pretty cool. It's like a Statue of Liberty crystal patch, right? And it features different colors there. You actually I like how they kind of match the rhinestone to the color of the thread. They didn't just make it like a clear see-through one. And I think that adds a lot to it because it looks good with the artwork. The Statue of Liberty is kind of like in the shape of the state of New York as well, if you notice that. So that's pretty dope. Under visor, solid gray, classic gray bottom, black sweatband on the interior, MLB genuine merchandise, New Era label, size marker, and these are 100% wool. So that's important to keep in mind. This collection is 100% wool. Okay, so there's one final look at New York Yankees. All right, coming up next, the Braves. So these are actually available, guys, right now on the site. We initially had them for 60 bucks. I think there's a price drop on them, so they're $49.99 right now. Great fitted to pick up. You got these crystals, very unique, not something you see often. This Braves hat, as you can see here, that white Atlanta logo embroidered in the front, and then directly to the left of it, we got that peach, because as we all know, Georgia, famous for peaches, right? So that's a Georgia peach there. Kind of looks like a peach emoji a little bit. And you know, like I said, they really didn't go light on the number of colored crystals that they use here. They have 3 different colors here. They have like a pink, a tan, and a green that they use in this peach logo, which I really like. New Era flag on the side, Batterman on the back. This patch is fire. It's like the state of Georgia, and then you got a red kind of star for where like Atlanta is actually located, and ATL in this big bold lettering with that sparkle on there. As we all know, people refer to Atlanta, Hotlanta, the ATL, so that's what that's kind of a reference to. Gray bottom, just like the other one, black sweatband, all the labels, and 100% wool, as we'd expect. All right, up next, we got the Florida Marlins. So for those of you that don't know, the Florida Marlins are actually what the Miami Marlins used to be called. This is back in the Cooperstown days. This is kind of like a vintage logo. Very popular logo. You've probably seen it on a fitted before. It's got like that F and then that Marlin wrapped around it. The first patch right on the front there is an orange. As we know, Florida, very famous for oranges. If you're seeing a theme here with Atlanta, right, you had the peach, now you have the orange. And the apple, actually, like, I'm just starting to notice now that everything was kind of fruit themed. That's kind of funny, but as you'll see in the later hats, that's not the case for everything, but I just noticed that, the first three. So we got a black crown, black brim, as you can see, pretty straightforward. Orange crystals, green crystals on that orange patch on the front, right? New Era flag on the side in white, classic. This is actually the Cooperstown Batterman. As you can see, it's more squared off than the current one. And on the right here, we got that Florida State patch in like that nice kind of like teal colorway, matching the Florida Marlins colorway, and then you got teal crystals embedded into that as well. Really, really nice, really dope, nice look there. Classic gray undervisor, as we talked about in the other ones, black sweatband, and you know, just like the other ones so far, 100% wool. And there's another shot of that Florida Marlins. So far, I really like this collection. Up next is actually my favorite one, and of course we're always biased to Philly teams, but this one actually looks really dope. So it's the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's get into it. Alright, so right here I got the Philadelphia Phillies cap in the Crystal Icons collection. It's the first one that we've done in this video that does not have a food logo on the front, so that's always good. Although I think it would be dope if they put like a crystallized cheesesteak. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But so all red, classic scarlet red Phillies colors, right? We got that white Phillies logo, Liberty Bell logo, and it just looks so good with the crystals because, you know, the gold bell, you'd think it would shine, right? So it does, and that's pretty cool. You got the brown crystals on there too for like the handle of the bell, which is pretty dope. On the left, straightforward there, New Era flag in white. The modern MLB Batterman on the back there. And on the right, this patch is, I mean, as you can see, very fire. Huge kind of like star, like that Betsy Ross star circle that we see like so often in Philly teams, like on the 76ers and what have you. And 1776, also like that lettering in that blue crystal. Just the red, white, and blue, it goes together so well, and just the size of it and kind of like, just like the symmetry in the stars, I'm a really big fan of this one. I think they did a great job with this. Gray undervisor, just like the rest, black sweatband on the interior, and just like the rest, 100% wool on this Philadelphia Phillies fitted cap. So a really great one. This is probably my favorite one in the collection so far. Second favorite would probably be the Yankees one. Up next, this one actually is really cool too, the Astros. So let's get into that. So we've been getting a lot of these different special edition patch hats, and I'm going to be doing a couple videos on different ones. But the Astros ones have been really, really cool throughout all the collections, and I think it's just because like the imagery of the Astros being in Texas and the West, all that stuff, I think it's just pretty dope. So here it is, navy blue, classic, right? On the front there, as you can see, that Houston H logo. I'm a fan of that logo just because the star looks so dope, and the orange and the navy blue of their colors are really cool. Their vintage colors are actually really fire as well, but I'm not mad at their current colors. The patch is one of my favorite in this collection, just the cactus imagery. I think, you know, we've all learned to associate cactuses with Travis Scott at this point. So even if this isn't like a Travis Scott hat, like you kind of think that when you see the cactus on there. And one thing that they did, which was cool with this crystal on the cactus, is they didn't just do all green, they actually kind of varied it. There's like green, and then there's like these multicolor ones as well. So I really like what they did with it. It looks really, really cool. On the side there, where is left, New Era flag as always, current MLB Batterman logo on the back. And then this is really cool too. You know, the Texas State flag patch with the crystal icons. But what they did, which was interesting, is you'll notice they flipped the color of the crystals for the portion of the flag. So like the blue portion of the flag has red crystals, and then the red portion of the flag has blue crystals. Thought that was interesting, and it just looks really dope. And flag patches on fitted caps always pretty much work out, so I thought this was really cool. Gray undervisor, black sweatband, and 100% wool. So one more time, let me show you that cactus, that flag, and we're gonna get into the next one. All right, so up next is the Dodgers one. Not gonna lie, this isn't my favorite one in the collection. I think it could have been probably better executed, but it's still a decent, effort. You got like a flower here on this front patch. Not sure what it is. I'm assuming it's probably like the California state flower or something like that. I like the yellow crystals on there. I like the orange and kind of brownish crystals in the center. I think it gives it some pop. I mean, the classic Dodgers like hat in general is just such a great hat. So it really it elevates it, you know what I mean? But I think I would have loved to see like maybe like a palm tree or something, you know what I mean? Or maybe like something associated with film, since we know Hollywood is in LA and all that stuff. On the wearer's left, we have the New Era flag in white. On the back, we have that MLB Batterman also in white. And on the right here, you have like this rose gold star patch, which I think is cool. I like the rose gold. I like how the rose gold gives it a little bit more flair. And as we know, they have the Walk of Fame where like all of the celebrities and movie stars and whatever, they have their names and I think their handprints or something like that. I don't know. I'm just like pulling this out of my ass, but they had like stars there, right? So I guess that's the implication, right? Because you have Hollywood stars and LA is, Hollywood's in LA, and yeah. So let me stop rambling. But you have the gray undervisor, black sweatband, and this is 100% wool. So cool hat. I wish there was some more like movie imagery or some different Cali imagery, but I still think it looks good. I think they saved it with the rose gold star. All right, coming up next, we got the Mets. Kind of similar to the Yankees one, but still pretty cool. Let's get into it. So as we know, since the New York Mets are a New York team, I guess the imagery is pretty much the same as the Yankees one. We have the classic blue and orange Mets colors, that apple, because New York, Big Apple, all that stuff. We already saw this on the Yankees one, so I'll just go quick. New Era in white, MLB in white on the back, and on the wearer's right we have that New York State shape with the Statue of Liberty on the inside. Gray undervisor, black sweatband, and 100% wool. So there's another shot of that New York Mets with the apple and the Statue of Liberty. All right, last up in this collection is the Oakland A's. So let's get into that. So Oakland is also in California. So just like we saw in the Dodgers one, you have kind of like this yellow flower. I'm just gonna assume that whatever this flower is, it must be the state flower for California for it to be on both the Dodgers and the Oakland one. So, and it actually looks pretty good here because like the secondary color for the A's is like a yellowish. So I think it goes well with this green color. And it actually looks really nice. So I really like that. You got the A's logo on the front, just a classic logo. Honestly, one of my favorite logos because we get so many athletics hats in that I'm just accustomed to seeing it on hats, and I just always love seeing it. On the wearer's left there, we got that New Era flag in white. Back, you got that modern MLB Batterman also in white and that kind of that dark forest green color. And I really like what they did with the wearer's right side patch. You got this bridge here. That's the bridge that goes into Oakland, and it's in like kind of like an orangish brownish embroidery thread, and they matched it with the same color crystals. So I think that looks pretty good. And you have Oakland underneath in white. So I love the size of it. I love like how it's something symbolic to the actual city, and I think it looks really good. Gray undervisor, black sweatband on the interior, 100% wool. There's another shot of the Oakland A's Crystal Icons 5950 fitted cap. Guys, so that's been the Crystal Icons 5950 fitted cap collection from New Era that we just got in. These are all live on the site right now for you to purchase. $49.99. That's right, $49.99. And we're doing a promo on fitted cap pins. Make sure you check that out. It's 5 for $20. There's some really cool pins in there. And yeah, if you want to check it out, there'll be a link in the description to the collection, or you can just go on the website and just search Crystal Icons and you'll find it. If If you like this video, make sure you leave us a like. If you like watching videos like this, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you always find out when we post a new video. Make sure you leave a comment down below for future videos that you're interested in or future product that you want us to make. We're always looking out for you guys, and whenever we're doing customs or new products or whatever, we love to check what you guys have to say and take that into consideration. And as always, guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.